Hey guys, welcome to the first Are You Hardcore of 2020, and to celebrate we've got a couple of new cosmetics, which I'm fashioning right now. So yes, we've got the hat, the steampunk gear, which is exactly the same as from Mage Rage, and we've got the new steampunk sword as well. Both of these are for tier 3 patrons, but let's find out what this month of Are You Hardcore is going to be all about, with the sun jittering up and down over there. Right, firstly, this is in 115.2. So yes, I don't think there's any Optifine yet. Hopefully that'll come at some point. Maybe by the time you guys start recording, it'll come out. We'll see, I don't know. Are You Hardcore is a monthly challenge, and you can stay up to date by following the Mob Cave on YouTube, link in the book. Read the book for full details on the rules for this month, and to unlock more Patreon hats and sword skins, like the ones I just showed you. There we are, the creators, and let's jump on into the book and find out what this month is all about. Alright, that's not the first page. Are You Hardcore? February 2020, 404. Okay, does that ring any bells for anyone? This is going to be a nostalgic one because we are revisiting? We've never visited it before, I guess. The old 404 challenge. But we're bringing it up to the modern 2020, and yeah, we're going to do it our way. But yes, I thought this would be really interesting and nostalgic. If you haven't heard of 404 before, it was a challenge way, way, way back in the day. I think, well, lots of people did it. I'm pretty sure Etho did it. It was all about gathering things on the surface for the first, like 20 minutes or something, and then it might have been by nightfall in their version. You had to go underground through this gravel pit that you would break, and you would fall all the way down into this massive cave. And then once you were under there, you weren't allowed to use torches. So you had to light up using other methods and create a life for yourself underground. So that's what we're going to be doing, but I'll go over the rules in a moment. Firstly, click here to join the Discord. Click here to turn on recording reminders, and click here to turn on Batty Squad's pack. All useful things. Click here to support the Mob Cave on Patreon. That's also useful. Click here to unlock Patreon rewards. So that's how you get the book. You put your password in it, and then you can choose the new steampunk hat and the new steampunk sword after you've put in your password. Subscribe to the Mob Cave to stay up to date. The ready button is after this month's rules, which we're going to jump into right now. This month's rules. You have 20 minutes to gather supplies from the surface before the air becomes poisonous and you are teleported underground. You must stay on the surface until this point. So, essentially, here are the few differences so far. The air is actually going to become poisonous. So if you're out in the air, then you are going to get poisoned. You can, after you've gone underground, you can go to the surface again if you want to, but you will be poisoned, which will ultimately bring you down to half a heart. Also, if you go too high in caves, like above Y62, if there's into the mountains or something, there is a chance that you will get poisoned. So yes, once you're in the caves, and if you don't want to get poisoned, then stay lower down. 62 is very high for caves, so yeah. Anyway. Also, yes, you must stay on the surface until this point. You are allowed to, grab your first stone and, if you find any iron or coal, you can do that, but you must stay in daylight. You must be open to the sun. I think the official ruling of the original 404 was something like you're allowed to go into surface caves if they are open to the sun. As long as you're staying in sunlight, or moonlight, I guess, then you're okay. But don't actually go underground until the 20 minutes are up. Alrighty then. You are not allowed to place torches or lanterns, but you can use lava, redstone torches, or jack-o'-lanterns, etc., to light things up. No strip or branch mining for ores. You can't just go underground and do the boring thing of just branching through the earth. No, not allowed. This is also a rule that was in the original 404. You may dig towards cave sounds, and if you know that there's a cave through a wall or something like that, that's fine. I'm just saying don't just safely strip mine to go and get ores. Do not go to the nether. Yep, no nether in this one. Your aim is to survive underground. There are also 15 bosses scattered around the place that you can kill to obtain a coloured banner as a trophy. If any of you saw my little trailer, teaser trailer, is that what you call it? It's a teaser of sorts. You may have noticed some coloured banners in that, so that is what that was all about. Yeah, the bosses, you can see them through the walls. You might be able to see one on the screen right now. They're highlighted through walls. Then generally they're more difficult to actually get to, to actually find than they are to actually fight. So don't be too worried about them. Don't be too worried about them. The main danger is going to be ordinary mobs, honestly. Yeah, okay, that'll do. Watch out for poisonous growths. Poisonous growths. I'm not going to tell you too much about them, except they're not too dangerous. You can break them. And if you break the side that they are growing from, then they will die and become inert. They'll have no way of growing or poisoning you or anything like that. But yeah, they grow from a certain point within their body. If you break that bit, then they'll die. But other than that, I'll let you discover what they're all about, what they look like, and all that jazz. Loose pumpkin seeds will be immediately deleted. So yeah, pumpkin seeds became something that was very, very easy to obtain and grow in more recent versions. Remember that the original 404 was way back in the day. So now, if there are any loose pumpkin seeds, they will just be gone. Don't throw pumpkin seeds because they'll be deleted instantly. Essentially, they can be obtained by putting a pumpkin in your crafting menu, and you can get the seeds that way, because then they're never loose in the world. They're just in your inventory. So you can't get them by carving a pumpkin or by breaking a pumpkin root. There you go. Obviously, pumpkins are useful in this because you can create jack-o'-lanterns, which is a really good source of light, which you can pick up again and carry around with you. Very important. One more thing to mention at this point before we go into the general rules is you are allowed to sleep. I didn't mention anything about it. You can sleep. Obviously, that's only really going to be an issue the first night, really, because for the rest of it, you're most likely to be underground. Right. General rules, as usual, no cheating, blah, blah, blah. Eat what you like. Oh, actually, I should mention, yeah, no using high gamma or anything, because you're going to be underground the entire time. People who use high gamma, in my opinion, are cheating, so that's important. Don't do that. Anyway, eat what you like, no restrictions. If you're recording your first run, feel free to... Let's try again. If you're recording, post your first run. Feel free to play again, but declare it's your X number playthrough. It's been a while since I've read through this. We're taking January off, and suddenly I feel completely out of the loop. The challenge lasts 2 hours and 20 minutes. There are 20-minute notifications and a fanfare to let you know when you've finished. Good luck and have fun. And there is the ready up button. Right. Okay. Cool. Well, okay, I've got a few tips. Make sure at the beginning when you're going into this, before you click the ready button, you know what you want to collect. You know what you need to survive underground, because you've got 20 minutes and you've got to run around and collect everything that you need to survive the full 2 hours and 40 minutes underground. You might want to think about what you need to do underground and what you need to bring underground to become self-sufficient. But remember also that you do only have to survive for 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, you can get enough food to survive that amount of time. But also you should think about, actually creating a base and becoming self-sufficient underground. I mean, these are the two things to keep in mind. The two aims of this are survival underground. So, creating a base, creating a life, surviving and thriving underground, but also hunting those bosses and seeing how many banners you can get. So, yes, those are the two things of interest this time. Also, ooh, here's the third thing of interest. This is actually slightly modded. You're not going to need any mods or anything. It is, it's still a vanilla world that you're just going to be able to play. However, I generated this world with a caves mod to make the caves much more interesting. So yes, they are more interesting. They're more interconnected. It also means they are going to be more dangerous because more mobs are going to be able to spawn down there, and because it's all interconnected and everything, they're going to be able to find their way to you much easier. So, yes, as I said earlier, your main danger this month is going to be ordinary mobs. I hope you can't hear the crashing and banging going on outside. I think it's the bin men have finally decided to turn up, which is really good timing. Thanks, guys. But yeah, anyway, so yes, really interesting, cool caves that you're going to be exploring this month. Really hope you enjoy it. Yeah, this one isn't a command heavy one, which was really nice for me. Didn't have to write all the tons of commands out and everything. But lots of really interesting rules. I mean, we're going back to the old 404 challenge, which, was a real classic. So, yeah, I really hope you enjoy it and how we've brought it up to the modern day, 2020. That's it. All right, guys, good luck, have fun, and yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Hoi. If you're taking part, why not join the Are You Hardcore Discord to chat with other players and post your videos? Remember that you can support the Mob Cave on Patreon to receive even cooler hardcore hats. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.